Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of the way he feels when he catches sight of you. So I already did one of these videos a few weeks ago. I will link part 1 in the description box below. So if you want to check out that video, you can. So we have 3 different piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Prehnite crystal with the 7 of Cups from the Lightseer's Tarot. For pile number 2, we have Rose Quartz with the Empress and the Mythos Tarot. And for pile 3, we have Strawberry Obsidian with the 4 of Pentacles from the Muse Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is standing out to you the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Prehnite crystal and the 7 of Cups from the Lightseer's Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the way he feels when he catches sight of you. So this is part 2 to the video I've made, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I am going to link the first part in the description box below. If you do enjoy tarot content and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. Also, I do have some personal readings available for this month, so if you'd like to book with me, you can find my details in the description box below. So let's get started with your reading and see what comes up for you. So spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1s, the way he feels when he catches sight of them. The way he feels when he catches sight of pile number 1. So we have the 4 of Wands. We have the Hermit. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what I am sensing here from this person so far is maybe this person's a little bit more introverted. They're a little bit more of a loner is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Not in a bad way, but they enjoy their alone time. And so when they are around people, they don't usually get too excited to see people, but when it comes to you, you're the exception. It's almost like I'm seeing a person that usually likes their alone time, usually likes to be alone, doesn't really like to be around people too much unless it's people they're close to and people they trust. And they don't really get excited when it comes to other people, but when it comes to you, it's like this feeling of excitement comes through. So I definitely feels like when he catches sight of you, I just saw 222. He feels like he was meant to see you that day with the Wheel of Fortune and the angel number 222. He feels like very excited to be able to see you, even though he doesn't usually get that excitement to be around people. He wants to spend one-on-one time alone with you. And there's just this very celebratory energy, like, yes, they're here today. Like, I'm feeling that energy of like when you see your crush and you just get very happy to see them. I almost feel this person trying to almost look at themselves, maybe not in a mirror, but trying to sort of fix themselves to look good for you the moment they see you, the moment he catches sight of you, okay? So he's kind of like trying to make himself look good whenever he knows he's going to see you that day. Or at least in the moment when he catches sight of you that you're there, it's like he tries to make himself look good for you. Because he definitely finds you to be quite good looking and attractive. And he wants to make sure you're attracted to him as well. With the High Priestess being at the back of the deck, I definitely pick up and sense that this person, he feels very intuitively drawn to you. He feels like every time you sort of walk into the room and he catches sight of you, he just feels very drawn to your presence, to your energy, to being around you, and he has no idea why. It's like he just feels this pull towards you. And I definitely feel as though he feels more of a spiritual connection to you. And spirit showed me sacral energy right now. So there is definitely a lot of emotions that are present. Because the sacral chakra is a chakra of emotions. And there's definitely something about this person feeling this sort of sexual pull towards you. So maybe they're sexually attracted to you because the sacral chakra is our sensual energy and our creative energy. So it's like this person wants to create some kind of connection to you, talk to you more whenever they catch sight of you. And they just feel very drawn to being around you. I will say that this person, what I'm going to say is not like to be mean to this person, but I feel this energy, so I'm just gonna say it. I know you're probably not gonna use it for a negative thing. Um, so yeah. So what I'm basically seeing here is this person, maybe views themselves as a little bit clingy at times, and they don't want to show that side of them to you, out of fear that you would get bored or just want to leave the connection. So I kind of feel like this person feels the need to cling to you whenever he catches sight of you, but tries to not show it to you, tries to not look too desperate. But he kind of feels like that towards you. I hope that makes sense, but that is how he feels when he catches sight of you. So please don't use that information in the wrong way, but that's basically what I'm seeing. I definitely see he feels like talking to you more and being around you. Like I said, spending one-on-one time with you. So he feels a sense of commitment towards you, or this urge to commit to you in some way whenever he catches sight of you. So I'm seeing a person that doesn't have any other options in love or dating and only wants you, only has eyes for you. Even if somebody else had to throw themselves at this person, I'm seeing Clueless when she's like, as if, get off of me, or something like that. I could be messing up her lines of what she says exactly, but it's like, this person doesn't want anybody else but you. And that is what I'm seeing clairvoyantly when I look at the Seven of Cups energy, because I'm using my clairvoyance and my tarot skills at the same time. So that is what I'm seeing. If you don't resonate with that, then probably pick a different pile, but that's what I'm seeing here for this pile. So I also sense for some of you, maybe you work with this person and you have a crush on him, and maybe he has a crush on you too. Because I'm seeing those that work with this person and like you have a crush on this person, if you resonate with that, I'm seeing this person try to not be around you too much. I'm hearing that TikTok sound from a long time ago that's like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, something like that. So it's almost like this person doesn't want you to see that he's crushing on you, that he thinks of you a lot, but he does. And he doesn't want you to see too many subtle changes in him too quickly. So, like when he wants to give you attention at work, it's like he'll give it to you in little bits and pieces over time because he doesn't want you to catch on too quickly that he does have a crush on you. So I'm actually seeing him find you quite sexy, like sort of a workplace crush, and him find the way you do your work very sexy too, because it's like I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles in my mind's eye. Like you be on top of things in your work, and that's sexy to him. So that was just for people that resonate with that specific message. I do feel as though he goes into deep thought whenever he sees you, whenever he catches sight of you. It's like there's a lot of deep thoughts here. of what could be in the future, of what could happen next, kind of like daydreaming about you, if that makes sense. And I guess, I don't know if someone in this pile watches a lot of TikToks, but I'm having a lot of TikTok references show up. I don't know if it's because I'm on my phone a lot, but I'm not on TikTok anymore, but it's like I'm having a lot of those show up clairvoyantly in the references. So I don't know if some of you like send this person lots of videos online and this person goes and watches it and finds that funny, or if you just naturally have a sense of humor that Spirit is pointing to by referencing TikTok. But there's something about that, or inside jokes coming up here, that this person thinks of. So like if you've ever sent this person anything funny or said anything funny to this person and they laughed, and then they almost like think about it the next time he catches sight of you, he thinks of it, and then it makes him kind of laugh a little bit on the inside. So I'm seeing that. I also do see that whenever he's not around you, he is wondering and guessing, like, when is the next time I'm going to see pile number one? And I'm also seeing this person almost say to themselves in their mind, act cool, like act normal. And I do see that for some of you, not all, this person has a bunch of friends that knows he likes you or knows he... To me, for a lot of you watching, this feels more like a crush situation, but for others of you, if you are in a relationship with this person, I guess this wouldn't apply. But I am feeling a lot of crush energy for the majority of people watching. So let's say this person has a crush on you and he's busy telling his friends he has a crush on you, how beautiful you are or how handsome you are, how attractive you are to him. And then it's almost like I see his friends laughing in the background because they can see this person almost start to not get tense because of you, but sort of get tense by trying to act normal and act cool. I'm just seeing that in my mind's eye clairvoyantly. So it's like this person gets a little bit nervous in front of you, but not a bad kind of nervous, but like, I need to act normal, act cool. Like, I shouldn't show how much I feel too soon. So I feel like this person has a tendency to feel things on a very deep level but not show it too soon, because this person doesn't want to look desperate. And I'm not calling this person desperate, by the way. This is their thoughts and their feelings, because I am tapping into his energy, right? So I am going to tap into his thoughts and his feelings. So that's what I'm picking up here. Anything else about how he feels, the way he feels when he catches sight of pile one? So we do have the Two of Cups. So he definitely feels like holding hands with you, as we can see in this imagery here, or just being close to you, touching you in affectionate ways, non-sexual ways. So he feels like being romantic with you with the Two of Cups, because this is a card of romance, and he does feel a sense of liking and attraction towards you whenever he catches sight of you. We have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is a type of person that only wants long-term romances, long-term commitments. This is not the type of person that just dates casually just to date. This person dates with a purpose, with this thought in mind of, I want to be with this person for a long time. I see potential of myself being with this person for a long time. So if you don't resonate with that, then this is probably not your pile, because I am picking up on that message consistently, that this is a very loyal person, that it's like this person feels things on a deep level for the people they start to date. And it's like this person doesn't just date to just date. Like I said previously, they want a long-term emotional connection, a fulfilling connection, you know what I mean? They want a connection that's going to be successful in the long run with the Six of Wands. And I think whenever he catches sight of you, he starts to think about the future and what could be and how successful this connection could be. But there's also this feeling of him seeing you two as sort of like a power couple where other people would find both of you to be quite good looking. So whenever if you had to date, if you're not dating yet, like if you had to go out in public together, it's sort of like other people would be looking at you and find both of you attractive. And I'm also seeing if you are dating this person, maybe this person views the both of you like a power couple in some way. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. So this person doesn't mind any challenges. What I mean by that is, let's say you had a few challenges here and there in your connection. This person doesn't mind as long as they get to be in this connection with you. And if you are already in a connection with this person, same thing, different energy, but well, same thing, same energy, but in a different way. It's almost like this person doesn't mind challenges in the connection as long as he knows he gets to be with you, as long as he knows he gets to like be with you in the long run. Okay, so that's what I feel intuitively. And if you're not with this person yet, then this person also doesn't mind you playing hard to get, and this person doesn't mind sort of like chasing you for a little bit and courting you romantically before he gets to be with you. So that's what I am picking up intuitively from this person. This person also finds you quite inspirational in some way because he views you as the type of person that has your life together, that is on top of things. So it's almost like he sees you as very successful in different areas of your life where you are achieving certain things, and he finds it quite inspirational every time he catches sight of you. And this doesn't just have to be in your career, but it could be for a lot of you. For others of you, it could be different areas of life where this person is just seeing you grow and have good parts of your life shine through, if that makes sense. So now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. So I'm hearing a song. I've been hearing it the whole time throughout the reading, but I don't know what to make of it. I can't pinpoint or try to analyze it. It's a song that goes like, it's the first of the month. I don't even know the song, but I'm just hearing it in my mind. And it's like a man's voice. I don't know the song. I don't know what that means. But I'm thinking of like, you know, when you get paid and it's like the first of the month and then you get excited because you can maybe spend money. Maybe that is referencing this person sort of get excited to see you, just like how you get excited to spend money. Maybe that's a bad reference or example, but I don't know how else to analyze that. Maybe it means something specific for someone here, but not everybody. So we have Aragonite, the fire element, and initiation, card 10. So as I said previously, this feels like more of the start of something new for most of you watching than being in this connection for a long time. Like, I feel like a lot of you haven't been with this person for a long time or are just starting to be interested in this person or starting to date them. So it feels like the beginning stages of a connection for most of you. And what I did feel initially from this pile, I think this came up in another pile like a month ago or 2 months ago. I can't remember. I can't remember which reading, but it was something along the lines of this person wants to let go of all their options for you. And I am seeing this person do that. So I don't know if I'm picking up on the same energy if some of you watched that pile, but there's this feeling of this person already not wanting to even talk to any other options in dating, like the moment they knew they started liking you. So with the fire element here, there is a sense of excitement, a rush of energy, passion. That is what the fire element represents. But it also represents an inspiring new start with the initiation card being here. So this person feels very excited for what is going to come next in your connection, like what your connection is going to be like. You're still in the beginning stages of your connection for most of you, where we don't yet know where the future is going to lead us to, but it's sort of like we're excited to take this new start, this new adventure. And that's what I see with the fire element here, as well as a lot of attraction he feels towards you whenever he catches sight of you, because that's what the fire element is about. It's like this very attractive energy, right? Next, we have Azurite, Saturn, and discipline. So the planet Saturn does deal with challenges, restrictions, things like that. And like I said, with the Nine of Wands, that's a card of challenge. This person doesn't mind challenges. This person doesn't mind even chasing after you or you playing hard to get. It's like with discipline here, this person, he feels like he wants to chase after you and show you that he's here to stay in the long run, show you that he's here to be consistent in the long run. And it's almost like he's going to be disciplined in the pursuit of you and show you that he's here to stay in the long run. Because Saturn is a very long-term energy, right? When I think of Saturn, I think of in a relationship setting, just intuitively, I think of a couple that's, maybe grown old together in their 80s and they've learned a lot together. When I think of Saturn in a love reading, I think of a couple that maybe hasn't had the easiest connection, but they've grown together and they've learned together and they are able to stick together like glue, even when there is a problem, even when there is a challenge to get through. So that's what I see with this energy. So maybe the reason why that's coming up intuitively for me, maybe this person wants that. Maybe they want a long-term connection like that. Not with challenges per se, but something where you can stick with that person till the end, even if there is a problem or even if there is something there where it will never tear you two apart, where it's like an unbreakable bond. This person wants that. Okay, so we have moss agate with heart chakra and intention. So this person, whenever he catches sight of you, he feels the sense of love towards you if you are that far in your connection for some of you. Like I said, the majority are still in the beginning stages, but not everybody. So if you resonate with that, then it's love. But with the heart chakra, if it's still in the new stages, then I guess we could say this person feels a sense of liking towards you, like his heart is pulling him towards you. I'm almost seeing a reference spirit showing me like you make his heart beat faster. And it's sort of like he just wants to share love with you. That's what I see with the heart chakra card. He just has good intentions for you overall. And he's excited to see where this leads the both of you into the future. And this is what I see in your cards. So we do have the throat chakra at the back of the deck, and that confirms what I said earlier, where I said this person just wants to talk to you the whole time whenever he catches sight of you. So this is what I have for you, pile number ones. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Empress from the Mythos Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the way he feels when he catches sight of you. So this is part 2 to the reading I did, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I will link part 1 in the description box below. And actually, I set up the intro cards before I went and looked at the first video to just catch up on some things I said, because I often forget about things I said previously in readings. And the funny thing is, there was a goddess card that came out with a different deck in that pile 2 reading. And in this pile, I was drawn to using the Mythos Tower for You, which is a deck of like Greek goddesses and gods. And here we have a Greek goddess with the Empress. And I remember saying in that pile, I think it was the goddess card where she was pregnant. And the Empress card is usually like a pregnant woman in the Rider-Waite Tarot. So I said that card reminds me of the Empress. And it's just funny that we have the Empress here. I think I said that in that video. So there's just something about this person seeing you kind of like this goddess-like energy, which is quite uncanny that it's come up twice. And again, I didn't plan the order of the tarot cards. I just kind of felt intuitively this pile needed this tarot deck. So that is what I see immediately. We're going to go ahead and shuffle your cards. So let's see what comes up for you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Also, if you enjoy tarot content and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. And I do have some personal readings available for this month. So if you'd like to book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse, the Strength card, and the Two of Wands. The way he feels when he catches sight of pile number 2, we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Two of Swords at the back of the deck. So with the Empress, whenever he catches sight of you, he thinks you're very beautiful. And he just feels like his eyes are on you the whole time. Like, you're just so beautiful. The Empress is a card of beauty, a very Venusian energy. So you're very pleasing to the eye, very aesthetically pleasing to look at. But the Empress is also a figure within the Tower that has a very beautiful heart, a very nurturing energy. So this person loves your beautiful heart, loves the fact that you have such a nurturing, kind energy to you, personality traits. So he definitely loves your personality, and he thinks and feels that whenever he catches sight of you. And he loves the fact that you're just like this soft, gentle-hearted person. And there's just something about you having this peaceful energy, this go with the flow type of vibe that just makes this person feel safe. Do you know what I'm seeing clairvoyantly? It's almost like this person, even if for some of you, even if this person's not a very affectionate person, it's like you bring out their affectionate side. And if they are an affectionate person in general, they do want to share that with you, because I'm seeing that clairvoyantly, this doesn't just have to be for straight relationships, by the way, but I'm seeing clairvoyantly like a man and a woman together cuddling, and the woman is kind of holding the man and like kissing him on his forehead, playing with his hair, being very affectionate, and him sort of like enjoying that affection. So I'm seeing that clairvoyantly. It doesn't just have to be for straight relationships, like I said, but it's like you bring out his affectionate side, and he loves receiving that from you, especially if you've been together for a long time. So remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you haven't been with this person in that way yet, like been affectionate with them like that yet, maybe he's thinking about that. Maybe he wants that from you in the future. So again, just take what resonates. So with the Strength card here, I actually saw something clairvoyantly when I looked at this card. And it's not going to resonate with everybody, but maybe for somebody here. So I saw a clairvoyant image of somebody being at the gym, trying to almost like impress you, like a man almost like picking up weights or, trying to lift heavy things to try and impress you. If it's not at the gym, it's kind of like he wants to show his strength, I'm seeing like a man almost want to show his like masculine side, his strength, his macho energy I'm hearing. Or like I'm seeing a man almost like flex his muscles to try impress you in some way. You know what I mean? I'm seeing an energy like that. And I just saw 555, so it's like he wants to impress you in a way where it makes you change your opinion of him in a good way, where you're also attracted to him. And I think this came up in pile 1, but in a different way. But pile 1 was less of this macho man. Pile 2 is like a very, I'm not saying he's macho, but it's like he wants to impress you with his physical strength. Or, you know, like let's say you're carrying a heavy bag. It's like he'd be that type of man that would carry all those heavy bags and not let you carry anything to impress you in some way. So he definitely feels like doing something along the lines of impressing you, even if it's not in line with the examples I've mentioned, so that you are more attracted to him. And with the 5 of Wands here, I do sense that this man I'm picking up on can get a little bit jealous in a way where it's like, let's say you're in public, he doesn't want to see you looking at any other man. And he knows that you're very beautiful or very attractive in a way, very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, like I said previously, that other people would want to look at you when you're out in public, or when you're just out in public. Like other people would want to look at you, and it's almost like he feels, when he catches sight of you, he feels like he wants to be the only one you have attention and eyes for. It's like he knows you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're attractive in some way where other people are going to be looking at you, but he wants to be the only man you have eyes for. So I am seeing that. And he only wants to have eyes for you. But I don't see the jealousy being a red flag or a possessive thing. I don't see a possessive energy with the 4 of Pentacles reverse, and I don't see this man actually showing that he's feeling this. I don't see him being the type of person that would tell you to wear something different, or, you know, that type of energy. I don't see a possessive energy here. I don't see him even showing this emotion. So if some of you listen to this and you're surprised to hear that he does in fact get jealous, he does, but he doesn't show it. I do feel as though because other people are attracted to you, this person is a little bit afraid of you letting them go, or you being able to move on from them pretty quickly. He knows you're not that type of person in your character, but I do feel he has that fear of you letting go of him, or not holding on to him in a way enough, or just forgetting about him quickly, or abandoning him. Maybe there is some kind of fear of abandonment here he is dealing with subconsciously. Or maybe he's aware of it, I don't know, but there is something like that here I am sensing. So I see in the moment he's kind of thinking and wondering, do you find him as attractive as he finds you? And although he has this energy of wanting to impress you, I see that he's not a very traditional man. Like he doesn't view relationships like people viewed it in the olden days. And what I mean by non-traditional, I mean that in a way of, how do I say this? It's not bad, but I'm trying to find the right way to word this. What I mean by this is he believes in equality. Like he does seem like the type of man that believes in feminism and equality. That is what I mean by non-traditional, like in the sense of the olden days and the patriarchy and things like that. And you know, the masculine roles and feminine roles, that's what I mean by that. Like, he doesn't believe in that. Like, the masculine roles and feminine roles, if you get what I mean. He believes in equality. But then there is still this feeling of him wanting loyalty in his connections and wanting you to only have eyes for him. And although there is this non-traditional aspect of like we are equals in a way if you are a woman watching. There's still this energy of him wanting to do certain things for you where he is showing and proving to his strength, where he's, like I said with that example of him carrying all the bags for you. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly, but it's almost like this, he has this nuance to him where he's not this traditional type of energy. He doesn't look at relationships like that. He looks at it more like equals, but he still wants to go and do things for you, or, try to show his masculine energy in a way. I hope that makes sense. So he has like this nuance to him where a lot of people might get confused by that, but I see that here in his energy. I see him almost wondering and pondering what you think of him. The moment he lays his eyes on you, I see him thinking that and wondering like what you're feeling towards him, what you're thinking of him, what your opinions are of him. And if you find any other men more attractive than him, or if you find any other man more appealing than him, it's like he sort of compares himself a lot to other men. And I think there is a little bit of an insecurity here of being left behind. Like I said previously, I am sensing that. Even if he doesn't express it, I do see a little bit of an insecurity here. So let's pull some more cards, and then after that, we'll take a look at your oracle cards. Anything else about how he feels when he catches sight of them? So the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, I am clairvoyantly seeing an image of him, like I said previously, trying to do things to make you impressed by him, trying to give you his attention in some way. So what I'm clairvoyantly seeing, Six of Pentacles, as an example is, let's say you had to meet this person's parents and he had to meet yours. And let's say he had to meet your parents and he's sort of like helping your mom in the kitchen or helping clean up the dishes after a family dinner. I'm seeing an energy like that where he sort of wants to do things for you, show you how he feels internally with the Six of Pentacles, through what he does through his actions. Because Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles is very action-orientated cards. It's like, I'm showing you how I feel through what I do for you. So let's say he's the type of person, the type of man that likes to do little things for the ones he loves and show that through acts of service, or show that through his actions instead of just telling you how he feels. He wants to show you his love or how much he likes you through that. So I am seeing that energy. And maybe this is a sign to think back to the things he's done for you. That shows how he feels about you, if that makes sense. Next, we have the Star. So there is definitely a lot of hope for the future. Although he has an insecurity here, he does trust you. With the Star that is showing up here, he almost feels like you're the brightest star in the whole sky, and he only wants to look at you. He only sees how bright you shine with the Star. And I do think he has a lot of faith in your connection in terms of where it could go in the future. Even though there is an insecurity and fear here, he does still feel very positive about the future with you whenever he catches sight of you. We also have the Hermit here, as well as the King of Swords. So I do feel as though whenever he's not around you, like let's say he just saw you that day and he goes home, I see him trying to think about how he felt, sort of trying to express that to you maybe the next time he sees you with the King of Swords. So although he tries to show you how he feels through his actions, he also does want to express that to you through words. If that is important to you, if that is a love language for you, like words of affirmation, or just maybe expressing that through his words is important to him. So I do see him trying to go home and think about how he felt that day and like try to use that as an idea of how he can tell you how he feels the next time he sees you, because I do see that he feels certain things, but sometimes he doesn't always know how to articulate those feelings. I actually see he's a very logical person. He's very smart. Okay, but there's something about him where he feels things on a deep level, yes, but he doesn't always know what words to use to describe it. He more so intellectualizes his emotions, if that makes sense, and puts them into boxes and compartments. That's how I see his mind working in a way as I'm in his energy. So it's almost like he goes home and he thinks about it very in detail and in depth of how I felt so that I can express it the next time I see you. Kind of energy is what I'm seeing. And we do have the 10 of Cups at the back of the deck. So I do think he really likes you. I do think he really admires you in some way, feels some type of love towards you. So oh my gosh, I shuffled your cards and I just had a bunch fall out. Let me just get that on the floor. So I am seeing with this man, as I'm tapping into his energy, most of the time he's very stoic in his facial expressions, but when it comes to you, it's like I see him being all smiley. I don't know if that's just for some of you or for everybody, but I am seeing that clairvoyantly, like a big smile on his face. So we have Ammonite, Palace, and Trust, which confirms what I said about although he does have those fears, he does still trust you based on your character and what you've shown him. But I do see that sort of running through his emotions, those fears of like, what if you don't like him as much, or what if you let go of him? And then we have Neptune, Larimar, Perspective in the reverse. So this would be a card to point towards his own perspective of love has been shaped due to maybe his past experiences. And Neptune in reverse makes me think of an illusion. And sometimes those beliefs we formed over time are illusions, and those perspectives we've had of love are maybe illusions that are not true. But it's sort of like we've internalized that belief due to maybe past experiences, and now our perspective of love is maybe warped where we're viewing it as somebody's gonna abandon us because of that past experience. Do you get what I mean? So that's what I'm seeing with that card. Next, we have Regular Star, Smoky Amazonite, and Abundance in the reverse. We have the Air Element with Adaptability and Lace Agate in the reverse. And we have the South Node with Labradorite and Boundaries in the reverse. So I do feel like with the message of him wanting to impress you and do things for you, like I said, he's not a traditional man, but there is still a feeling of him wanting to provide for you. So there is still this feeling of him wanting to be able to create his own success and provide for you, spoil you if you want to go do something fun, like he can go pay for you, or if you want to go do your nails, he can pay for you, spoil you. If you want to go on a nice dinner date, he can do that and spoil you. So whenever he catches sight of you, I see him sort of going through his mind of like, how can I change my situation to do with my finances so that I am able to spoil this person, the person I care for, you know what I mean? And just show them that love through little things like that. And it's not to say that that's the only way to show love. No, that's not what I'm saying. But this person does want to show their care for you in that way of like gifts and things like that, material gifts, and being able to spoil you. So I see him sort of thinking, how can I change my financial situation? I've tried so many times to change it, to just go with the flow, to think a lot about ideas and how I can change this. But it seems like the methods he's been using haven't been working. So it's almost like now he has to, and he is trying to think of ways to adapt to the situation and not stick to methods that have not worked, if that makes sense. So I sort of see him thinking of ideas of how he can make more money whenever he catches sight of you. And with South Node, Labradorite boundaries in reverse, what I heard from Spirit is this person feels as though your love has no boundaries, has no limits. It's like his love for you can grow and grow and grow to the point where it can grow to the infinite, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but I'm just trying to articulate what I'm seeing here clairvoyantly. It's like Spirit is showing me how space is infinite and there's just no ending, no beginning. That's kind of what I'm seeing in terms of his love for you. Like, he feels as though his love for you can grow and grow and grow to the point of infinity. But there is also this feeling of him wanting to give to you and not caring about boundaries. So even if he had certain boundaries towards his friendships, towards his love, not lover, towards his family, I was gonna say, there is still this feeling of, with you, his lover, he doesn't need to have any boundaries. And I'm not trying to say this in an unhealthy way because boundaries should be there. But it's almost like with you, this person doesn't want to have boundaries. This person doesn't care about boundaries. This person doesn't care how much he gives to you. He just wants to give to you to show his love to you. And it's almost like he doesn't care about how much effort it takes to give to you, if that makes sense. For other people, maybe he would have those boundaries. He would care about how much he has to give. But with you, he doesn't care. He just wants to give and give and give. And it doesn't really matter to him. So that is what I'm seeing here in his energy. This is how he feels when he catches sight of you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the Strawberry Obsidian Crystal and the Four of Pentacles from the Muse Tarot, then this is your reading. We're doing a part 2 on the way he feels when he catches sight of you. So if you'd like to check out part 1, I will link it in my description box below. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards and see what comes up for you. So if you enjoy tarot content and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. Also, I do have limited space available for personal readings if you'd like to book with me for this month. You can find my email address in the description box below. So I am seeing somebody here in this pile be very classy in some way, or just some people in this pile may relate to that. Like, you have this very classy energy that he sees within you. Like, you always look very put together, and the way you carry yourself comes through with grace and elegance. Because when I started sitting in your pile, this is going to sound really weird, but when I connect to energies, I connect to the person, and sometimes I will start to have their mannerisms in that pile, if that makes sense. So I was connecting to your energy and I started sitting in a very classy way, and I don't usually sit like that. I know myself, so I sometimes just sit in an unclassy way, but I started sitting in a very unclassy, elegant way, and maybe that is you I'm picking up on, because I don't usually sit like that. So with the Four of Pentacles here, I was sensing this person wants to hold you. He feels like holding you. He feels like cuddling with you. He feels like kissing you. Like, he feels like being physically affectionate with you, hugging you whenever he sees you, just showing his affection in some way. He feels like being close to you, like holding your hand, like being close to you, even around others, to show that he's with you. I'm seeing an energy like that, like when you're in public together, he wants to hold you to show other people that you are together in some way. To also just show you his love, to show you how much he cares. So we have the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. The Seven of Swords. How he feels when he catches sight of them. The Six of Swords. And the Three of Cups. So I hope you can see all those cards. I'll just make sure it's in frame. So if you don't resonate with what I'm about to say, I would suggest picking another pile, because I'm seeing a very specific scenario here. So I see for a lot of you, you're not with this person anymore, or something has changed within your connection. And I'm seeing like a third party situation, right? The Three of Pentacles is also at the back of the deck. So if you don't resonate with that, please pick another pile. I'm not here to scare you. Remember, this is a general reading. So I'm picking up on the majority of the energy, and that is a third party connection here. So I'm maybe seeing this in your perspective. I'm hearing the song that's like, he shot me down, bang, bang. I hit the ground, bang, bang. My baby shot me down. So that to me points towards a feeling of feeling betrayed by the person you love, and maybe that's your perspective. And for a lot of you, like I said, I think things have changed within your connection where it's no longer the same as it used to be. And it's almost like now he feels like things have changed in your connection. And maybe he feels like you're feeling that way whenever he catches sight of you. Like maybe you just feel betrayed by him. Because I feel like what you had was good. You did have a very beautiful and sweet love together. And maybe this Four of Pentacles energy I was picking up on was like the connection you had. I almost feel like this person felt like you two were on the same wavelength. You two were on the same page about where you wanted to go together. But it's almost like this person is viewing it as their actions have caused things to end or for things to change. So do you know what I'm seeing clairvoyantly? Let's say we have a bunch of beautiful memories, pictures, photos that represent the memories we have together. And here we have like a fire pit, and I've just gone and thrown all those memories in that fire. So what that to me represents, and Spirit usually speaks in metaphors clairvoyantly, that represents this person almost feeling like I've gone and ruined a good thing. I've gone and taken all our beautiful memories and sort of thrown it in the fire and ruined a beautiful thing of what could have been, of, what this relationship could have turned into if I had just held on to you and stayed loyal. So I see this person thinking and feeling that in the moment they catch sight of you. So even if you're not together and this person has seen you in public, it's almost like this is what they are feeling and thinking when they're catching sight of you. Like, I've just gone and ruined this all. And a sense of regret. I'm clairvoyantly seeing somebody put their hands in their head and like almost hit themselves on the head, like, when somebody hits themselves on the forehead because they did something stupid. I almost see that clairvoyantly. So I see this person feeling a sense of regret, feeling a sense of guilt whenever he catches sight of you because of what he has done. I see him regretting the decisions he's made and feeling as though he ruined it all. He ruined a good thing. He ruined something that had potential to turn into something beautiful and long lasting, and I just see him feeling a sense of regret. So even if you have not seen this person since things have ended or things have changed and become very awkward, it's almost like this person still feels this way whenever he looks at you, whenever he catches sight of you. So let's say he does, for example, go to your social media or thinks of the memories you have. And it's sort of like he's looking at the memories he has with you and thinking these things or feeling these things. And that's what I'm seeing here. But some of you have actually seen this person in public since things have ended or changed in your connection and gotten awkward. And that is why I'm saying that for those as well. So take it as it resonates. Either this person has seen you in public or has just seen you on social media or thinks about you in his memories. And this is what he thinks and feels. I feel as though... So Spirit is showing me 13 going on 30, the movie. This is what Spirit is showing me clairvoyantly. And basically in that movie, to make a long story short, there are two best friends, one girl, one boy, and they're childhood best friends. And she has the sort of party and it goes wrong. Long story short. And she gets this kind of present or gift from him of, I think it was like a dollhouse or something like that. And she kind of locked herself in the room with that dollhouse and started sort of like crying and saying, I wish I was 30 or something like that. And she turns to the age 30. She wakes up as a 30-year-old in her body, but as a 30-year-old. And she starts seeing how her life choices have turned out. Who she has turned into as a person, and she starts realizing that, she's made a lot of bad life decisions, and she starts seeing that, her and her childhood best friend aren't even friends anymore because of maybe how she treated him that night when she was 13. And she sees that he's getting engaged to another woman, and she starts feeling a sense of regret because she realizes that the love of her life, her true love, was right in front of her, but she never realized it. And I feel like what this is showing me is this person, just as a metaphor, maybe realizing that he's lost out on the love of his life. And this is me seeing it clairvoyantly. This is not me just saying it. So maybe he feels as though he's lost out on the love of his life. He's made a lot of poor life decisions that have led to his life being in the state it is right now. And it's almost like he's viewing it with a lot of regret and a lot of guilt of like, the decisions I've made have led to my life looking like it is right now, and I'm not happy with it. And I'm not happy with the decisions I've made. And I sort of wish I could go back and turn time around, turn the clock back and rewrite those life decisions. But I can't, and it's already over, and it's almost like this person's feeling like the love of my life was right in front of me, but I couldn't see that. I didn't appreciate what I had when I had it. And I only appreciate what I had now that I've lost you. I only see that you were right in front of me now that you're no longer available to me. So I don't know if some of you have gotten into new relationships, or this person maybe is afraid of you getting into a new relationship and forgetting them. And rightfully so. Like, if you go and move on, you have every right to, especially if this person did cheat, because you have a right to move on, right? You don't have to stay and wait around for a person like this. Even though he feels regret, I wouldn't go back to a person like this because he's already broken the trust. And once that trust is broken, it's very hard to go back. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is very hard to go back. So, once that foundation of trust has already been broken, it's very hard to heal a connection like that. It's not impossible, but it's hard. So for you to move on from this, like, I would suggest that rather than going back to this person, But yeah, that's what I sense so far from these cards. It's like he's realized things have changed and he doesn't like the change that has happened. So I don't know what's going on in this person's life right now, but he doesn't like the state of his life right now. And I don't know if he's still with this third party or not. I think only you will know if you watch this pile. But let's see what else shows up here within the tarot cards, and then we'll look at your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3s. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. So he's looking at the person you are today, who you've become today. So he maybe is checking up on you in some way on your social media, or checking up on you through other people to try figure out who you are today. And he's seeing that you've grown a lot within your confidence. He's seeing that you've grown a lot in the way you view your own self-worth. You know that you're worthy of a lot better than just somebody that cannot stay loyal to you. And you know you deserve a lot better. And this person, he can see that change within you. He can see how you've changed over time for the better. And he can see how he's changed over time for the worse. So it's almost like he's looking at you and he feels happy that, you know, you've grown in a way to become a better version of yourself, improve as a person, get rid of outdated beliefs, grow as a person, but he hasn't grown. And it's sort of like this bittersweet feeling of, I don't like where my life is right now, but I'm happy for pile number 3 for where they're at right now. So I do see something like that. We have the moon here. There are a lot of hidden feelings he has towards you that you will probably never know. Maybe you want to know what hidden feelings are there, but you'll probably never fully know everything that's there. Even if I describe some things in the reading, like, you'll probably never know that. But what I will say is maybe some of you do secretly want a new beginning with this person, because the Fool and the 9 of Cups is coming out here. So maybe this person is wondering, like, if you would ever come back to them. And if you don't resonate with that, then maybe I could be picking up on their energy. So, like, him wanting a new start with you, because the 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment. The Fool is about a new beginning. So, if I'm not picking up on your energy, perhaps he could want this new beginning with you. But maybe he wonders if you would go back to him or not. Like, if you would come back, or if you just know your worth. So we have the 2 of Swords. Like, he kind of wonders if you don't resonate with that, of you wanting him back. He kind of feels as though, and thinks and ponders, like, I wonder what pile 3 feels towards me, if they want me back the same way. If I had to make the decision to come back and apologize, would they want me back? So we have the Queen of Swords. He often feels like speaking to you and reaching out to you and apologizing to you and sort of creating a new start with you, because we have the Magician here as well. But we do have the 8 of Swords next to it. So he feels stuck in a way, like he doesn't know if he should reach out or not. And he just feels stuck because he doesn't know if you would take him back or not. He feels like, what if I do and I just embarrass myself and make a fool of myself? What if I do and they don't reply or respond? What if I do and they do come back to me and I'm not able to give them what they want? So this person kind of feels stuck, like nothing they do will make a difference in some way. Why does this person feel stuck in reaching out to them? Knight of Pentacles. They don't know how long they will be able to stay loyal in the long run. They don't know how long they will be able to give you what you want and need from the connection in the long run. Maybe this person is aware of the fact that he's not able to give you what you want and need and deserve long term. Because he can do that, but he doesn't know how long he can keep it up for, if that makes sense. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily an act, because I do feel like he does want to be the person you need in love and deserve in love, but he's also aware that he's not that. So it's kind of like this back and forth inner conflict type of feeling of like, would I even be able to become the person they want in love? So that's what I sense there. Let's just take a look at your oracle cards. I don't know why I started like messing up my words there, but maybe this person feels nervous to talk to you. Maybe maybe I'm in their energy in some way. Okay, so we have Vesta, Resolve in the reverse, and Desert Jasper. So there's this back and forth feeling of, should I resolve things or not? Should I just leave it, not apologize, leave it, and just let it be? Or should I actually go back and resolve things? But what will that lead to in the long run? Is it just going to lead to more pain and hurt and us doing the same thing all over again, or is it going to lead to change? So this person doesn't really know what to do, and that's the way he feels when he catches sight of you. Like, he doesn't know if he should apologize, resolve things, try get back with you, or just leave things to be as they are. It's almost like he views it as nothing he can do can quite change the past or what happened. And he doesn't even know if he would be able to be what you want long term. So we do have the Sunstone with Sacral Chakra and Deep Knowing. And it's almost like intuitively, maybe he just knows that he's not able to give you what you deserve. And we have Citrine, the Sun, and Clarity. So I do think with Sunstone and the Sun, whenever he catches sight of you, he does feel like he's happy to see you, happy to see your face. You know what I mean? But he's also thinking back to the happy memories you once had and the way he felt about you in that memory he had, and how successful the connection could have been if he had just made the right choices. I almost see a vision of, somebody going back to their past self and warning them. So it's almost like he views it like, if he could go back to his past self and warn his past self, maybe things could be different, but it doesn't work that way. So he does still feel a lot of feelings towards you with the sacral chakra. That is a chakra of feelings. But he does also still feel very attracted to you with the sacral chakra. So his feelings haven't disappeared. He wonders if you still have feelings for him or not, or if that has just disappeared. And it's probably disappeared for a good reason if it has. We do have Mercury at the back of the deck, so I do feel as though he wonders, should I reach out? Should I talk to them? Should I not? And he is in that inner conflict, like I said previously, of should I do it or should I not? So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.